Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chris's collection. I have a huge popcorn kernel stuck in my tooth. Hi, welcome back. Today, we are playing a game by the title of The Bouncer by Square. So let me talk, or Square-Enix. Well, back then it was Squaresoft. But anyway, let me tell you something about The Bouncer. So I think I've mentioned before, like how Dynasty Warriors was the first game my sister and I got um, for PS2, um, and that Onimusha Warlords was like the first PS2 game I got where I was like, oh man, this is like a legitimate. This was a game I was actually really counting down for. Um, so the Bouncer was actually the first game that I was like, oh my god, this is a really cool game for PS2. Because PS2 was a weird time for me because, like, what was it? Like, the first game we got was Dynasty Warriors. And Dynasty Warriors is not, by any sense of the imagination, a bad game. It's fucking fun as hell. But me, as a kid, I was like, I don't really care for this. And I just didn't really get into it. This was like in between that and like Onimusha, because when I got Onimusha, I was like counting down. I remember reading articles in PSN magazine and just being so psyched for it. And then when it came out, I was like, yeah, I was like super stoked for it. But this game, like, I was surprised. I remember it was at Walmart, and I had heard of it. I remember reading stories online, and I was like, oh man, this game is the shit. Like, I remember looking at these characters and thinking, God, I wish I could dress like that. Like, I thought they looked so cool. What the hell? Okay. But I remember seeing them and thinking, they looked so cool. And that their clothing, it was branded Dog Street or something. And I just thought, oh my god, these guys are so neat. So I did play through this. The story was really fucking cool. Like, they could totally get this game. Square could remake this or remaster it, and it would probably do pretty well. Because it was actually a really cool game. You would play as each of the characters. They each had their own branching path. It had Japanese and English voice acting, which I remember was such a big thing. We were like, wow, DVD allows you to do that. And it was just a really, and then this was so cool because these loading screens, you would read this, and this was like backstory to the characters. So look, this game fucking kicks ass. I still think it's like awesome. I would love for them to remaster this to make it like more accessible. But yeah, this game surprised the shit out of me, man. It was like the first PS2 game that gave me like that. I was like legit like, oh man, and I was excited, and I played the crap out of. And it's really interesting because all like the advertisement for this game was like, oh, play the movie. Like, because they were like, look, man, it's like playing a video game. Or like, wait, no, that makes no sense. It was like, you could play the movie, or like whatever. It's legit cool. Like, playing this and talking about it. I'm not very good at it, but playing and talking about this right now, like, I seriously feel like playing this one day, or like adding it to my. I just don't. You know what? Maybe I will, man. When I'm done recording all these PS2 episodes, I have a CRT TV. I'll probably move the PS2 to there, and maybe I will play this. That'd be so fun. And play this on like an old CRT to really feel like the classic times. But right now that Final Fantasy VIII got remastered, this is like the number one game that I hope Square remasters in the near future, because it's great. If you guys have never heard of it, I definitely recommend checking it out. I have no idea how much it costs on eBay, or on Amazon Marketplace. I have no idea how much it is, but it's great. It's really fun, and there's definitely a lot of replay value in it. It's about, I think, like one playthrough is roughly 2.5 hours, so it's like it is like playing a movie. But since each character has like kind of a different story, it ends up being like a 8-hour game or something like that, or like 9.5 hour game or something. So yeah. But anyway, so I'm gonna stop gushing about this. But yeah, this was. I really miss those, man. Like I know I've talked about this in the past, but I really miss like now, like I follow video gaming um, so hardcore. When I was younger, I didn't because really the only way you could follow games epically religiously was through magazines. The internet, you could look up shit, but if you didn't really, it wasn't as good as it was now. So um, this game was just a random buy. It was a blind buy, and it was like a really good fucking blind buy, and I miss that so much. I miss blind buys and just being surprised and like you'd be like, I don't know if this is gonna be good, but let's find out, and then you take it home and you would see like but whatever. I love my hobby still. I mean, I wouldn't be making videos like this if I wasn't into games or anything like that. But God, I really am having so much fun. I could keep playing this. I'm gonna have to stop, guys, even though I don't want to. But the Bouncer, definitely check it out. It's a very underrated game. I feel no one ever talks about it, but it's like a really good Square game. It was kind of like an evolution of the beat 'em up. Like imagine like Final Fantasy meets Final Fight. Yeah, that's funny. So Final Fight. Oh, Final Fantasy. But yeah. But all right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be wrapping up the tease on Thursday. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.